This will be a brief tutorial just to show you the different options in Design Space. So you have your menu, which shows you if you're setting up a new machine, if you need to calibrate your machine, firmware updates, account details, if you have Cricut access, your settings, stuff like that. If you click on Home, it's going to take you back to your home screen, and you can select New Project. You have templates, projects, images, text, shapes, upload. So your templates is going to be, say you're going to make an apron or shorts or what have you. You can select this so it changes your canvas, what your canvas looks like. I don't use that. I always just use the regular desktop, but it's your personal preference. Projects, you can select, these are like projects that were in Cricut Design Space, or you can select your projects or your favorites, whichever one you want to. Images, again, these are images that are in Cricut Design Space, or it could be images that you've uploaded. Text, you're going to put your own text, and then you will be able to change the font. All fonts is fonts that are in Cricut Design Space and on your computer. System is fonts that are in your computer, and then Cricut would only be Cricut fonts. Shapes, there's pre-shapes that you can do like that. So you can select whichever one. It'll put your shape there. You can increase the size, decrease the size, unlock it so you can manipulate the shape. Once you have it where you want to, you can lock it back. And then upload is where you upload images that you get from, if you purchase an SVG, or if you create your own SVG, or if you save something off of the internet, you'll just click on Browse and go to whichever folder the design is in that you want. Double click it, select Complex, go to Continue, and then you'll use one of your tools to do what you want. So you use the wand tool and click in the white background, in the spaces, the white spaces, then you will get rid of the parts that you don't need. So you can do that, and then once you click on everything you want to get rid of, you will click Continue, and it'll take you to the next screen, which will then show you what your image looks like without the pieces. So Continue. So that's what your piece looks like. So if you select to save as a cut image, that is where your Cricut will be able to read what exactly it needs to cut out. If you save it as a print then cut, it's going to print this out on your printer, and then your machine will cut out. But if it's a one color and you're wanting it for excuse me, needing it for a shirt or what have you, then you don't have to print it out. You can do it on regular vinyl. So you'll save it as a print and cut, and then click Save, and click it one time to highlight it and insert it, and then it's on your canvas. So these numbers across the top and on the side is how big your image is, so it's in inches. That also is what your mat looks like. So that's, if you put this on your mat, that's how much space it's going to take. Your size is also up here. So without even looking at this, you know exactly what your size is. Your flip button is so you can flip it. I don't flip it here. If you are cutting it on sticker vinyl, or what is also known as Oracal 651, Oracal 631, Oracal 641, anything like that, when you cut it, you do not need to flip your image. Okay, so when you cut it, again, you do not need to flip your image if it is going to be on sticker vinyl. If you were going to put this on a t-shirt, then you would need to flip it, but I will do another tutorial for that. I just want to show you your options in Design Space, all of what your options are. So my projects, if say for instance you had already created something on your iPad or on your phone, and then you wanted to cut it from your computer, then you could go there and it would have been saved already. This right here is your machines. So if you have multiple machines, you'll select which one you're doing your project for. And let me go back to my home screen. Oops. Okay, so this is my home screen. Let me do two shapes just so that I can show you the group and the ungroup options. So I put a shape and then copied and pasted it just so it would give me multiple. Okay, so those are individual shapes right now. I can highlight them all and group them, so now they're all one image. They appear, let me rephrase that, they appear to be all one image. They are not one image. I can still ungroup them to make them individual. Okay, if I want them to be one single image, I will select them all and weld them. Now they have made one layer. Okay, they're all combined. Now in order to unweld them, I have to pick the back button because there's no unweld. Okay, so now they are all one image again, their own individual image. If I wanted to duplicate them, instead of copying and pasting, I could highlight it and click duplicate, and it's going to again duplicate. If I want to delete one, I can click delete instead of clicking the little X. If I want to weld them together, I can put them overlapping, highlight them both, and then a weld. So now it's one. Or I can overlap them and attach them, and so now you're going to see it's not one continuous image, it is two images. You'll see the cut line right there. Okay, if I want to hide one of those, I will click the little eye and it'll hide one. Okay, so these are all your options in Design Space and what they do. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. My email address is ramirezdeb@gmail.com. That's RAMIREZDEBB@gmail.com. Thank you.